Ryan Reaves is best known for his toughness, and tough guys are usually amongst the team's most popular players. Reaves fits that bill with the Vegas Golden Knights. His larger-than-life personality and lifelong relationship with a veteran Hockey Night in Canada commentator makes Reaves an ideal guest for After Hours. Whenever Ryan appears with us, we are obligated to start with full disclosure, which is to say that he grew up across the street from us in Winnipeg as best friend to our sons, Bruce and Darcy. It's an important qualifier because it will allow you to understand why this may go off the rails, which is always a threat. So Ryan is self-isolating with his family at their home in Summerlin. It's a suburb of Las Vegas, and Louie is in the comfort of the DeBrusk family home in Edmonton. And Ryan, I'm not sure if you'd agree with me, but I think Louie's looking pretty lean and mean. What do you think?
You are looking pretty lean right now. You're working out?
It might be the dew. Might be the hair. I'm not sure. But I have been jumping on the Peloton, so I have been doing a little bit extra.
It might be you. Scotty, why are you looking so lean? Is it your hair too?
Yeah, exactly. Hey, how about this? Louie DeBrusk in his prime versus Ryan Reaves. Would you take that scrap, Ryan?
I mean, I'd take any scrap. He's got big mitts, though. I mean, I can't say no. I'm not going to say no to a scrap.
That's what I said, too. That's what I said, too. I said the same thing. I said he's going to say yes because there's no fight that he's going to turn down, and that's just the way it is. You know what? When you're playing that role, you got to take the fight when it comes.
That's right. All right, Ryan, you got time on your hands, time to pose for pictures like this one. What's the message here?
That was actually last year. That was beginning of the season. They wanted me to, I think it was something with Aria. I think that's the Aria robe. Very comfy, by the way. They didn't actually, but here's the thing. I posed with the robe, and they don't even give me the robe after. Like, what is that? Aria, like, I know tough times in Aria, but come on, like, let me get the robe.
All right, so Aria, we should point out, is one of the major hotels on the Strip. Well, let's get the plug or the mandatory ad out of the way at the start here. Louie.
Well, Ryan, your 7-5 Brewing Company is all in with this battle with COVID. Tell us what you're doing in that regard.
Yeah, so for the last 4 weeks, we've done something where all the profits from our gear, our merch, so our hats, like the one I'm wearing right here, the shirt you see right there, hoodies, we got toques for the Americans. That's like a winter hat. All the profits for that will be donated to a charity or organization that's been helping out with the COVID-19 outbreak. On top of that, 7-5 Brewing Company will match those profits and donate it directly to that charity or group. So just something, you know, I can't save Vegas, but, you know, I think somebody in my position can at least help out a little bit, and you know, I decided to do it through the company.
Very nice work, Ryan. So 7-5 beer is available in and around Las Vegas as a lager, an ale, a stout, and an IPA, and no further questions.
No stout yet. No, but lager, golden ale, and IPA right now.
And the hat looks good.
No further questions on 7-5 beer, so as to allow us to maintain at least a shred of journalistic integrity on this program, if that is possible.
I do appreciate the early info, though. I do like that. Thank you.
Okay, Ryan, we've got some exclusive video of what you've been up to around the house during this pandemic.
Come on, man.
Hey, Louie, does that composure impress you?
That is amazing composure right there, because when you woke up, you looked for just a millisecond like it was drop the gloves time. Then you kind of regained composure.
It happened, and I looked at her, and I was like that close away from snapping, and I was like, you know what? I've been messing with her. Yeah. I've been scaring all three of them, like, so my two kids and her. Every opportunity I get, I've been scaring them. So I had to smile a little bit. But I will get her back. Don't worry.
When you say her, of course, that's your beautiful wife, Alana. I was thinking when I first saw it had to be 4-year-old Kanan, who could be a chip off the old block when it comes to pranking and torturing people.
Yeah, he does like to mess with people. He's constantly scaring Camilla, which is our 1-year-old daughter. He's just always messing with people now. I don't know where he gets it from. He's just constantly messing with people.
Yeah, where does he get it from? He gets it from you. I love that, though. I scare my daughter every chance I get.
Oh, it's
it never gets old. I just love it.
And you know what? It's funny too, because like I scare Kanan now, and he doesn't even flinch. And I've been doing it so much to my 1-year-old daughter that she'll jump and sometimes she'll fall, and she thinks it's hilarious now. But so for some reason, Alana's the only one that hasn't caught on yet.
And the baby, of course, is Camilla, who's just a year now, I think, right?
Yeah.
So, Ryan, you're home all the time, no games, no road trips. How would you describe your parenting skills during the pandemic, absent of scaring the daylights out of your kids?
I would say I'm like a 9.8 out of 10. I think, there's some times where I could maybe get off the phone for a couple of minutes, but I think I've been doing pretty good. We've been swimming a lot. I'm going to be applying for the Summer Olympics that are coming up here. But yeah, honestly, we've been living in the pool. We've logged a couple 6-hour days. We're going to jump in after this, so we'll see.
Well, hey, on that topic, how about a quick tour of your house, or what parts of it you're able to show us?
A quick tour, yeah. Let's show you. Okay. You want to? All right, I'm in the casita right now. Just a little spare room. I just got a Super Nintendo, going back to the roots with Darcy and Bruce.
Yeah.
We have my office. Too late. See, I told you I'm getting the no-go. The house is too messy. But
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, can you take us out to the pool area at least?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, here's okay. 7.5 office where there's the lion room. It's my favorite room right there. Mm-hmm. You want to go to the pool area? Here's the kitchen. Here's Elena. Not happy.
I wish my kitchen looked that clean.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's spotless. All right. So now we're going out to the backyard. Full sitting area, double sitting area. The pool.
Wow, looks spectacular.
There's little buddy.
Hey, Kanan.
Say hi, bud.
Hi. Can I see the battery?
Yeah. 1 sec, buddy. We got the swim up bar, which is the mandatory what I had to have back here. That goes to now here. Now this is just part of the tour of the backyard, but we have all 4 7.5 brewing products.
Here we go.
On tap.
Yep.
And yeah, that's my backyard. There's my dog.
Looks beautiful, Ryan, and there are worse places than that, to be sure, to self-isolate. You're doing well. Hey, we want to show you a picture here. It should be a treasured picture for Kanan and the entire Reaves family.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so Louie can expand on what actually happened while this picture, or before we actually got it done.
Well, it turned out well, but I remember you skating up to me between the benches and saying, "I think Oake just dropped my kid." And
yeah,
you went over there pretty heated. Yeah.
Because right after I saw that, I saw him just screaming, and I could have sworn out of the corner of my eye I saw Scotty picking him up, and then he fell, and like he is right now, he started crying. What's wrong, bud?
Mommy said, I'm gonna take it away where I don't play fish.
Okay, well, say hi to everybody, and then we'll go in a second, okay? Say hi.
Oh,
there you go.
That's a typical family dispute right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, let's talk a bit of hockey. Louie.
Yeah, I mean, you said you were swimming a lot right now, obviously not knowing what's going to happen, not being able to skate. What are you doing to stay active and work out?
Yeah, a lot of swimming. I mean, I've been doing a lot of workouts in the pool. I got dumbbells and a bench and bands. Buddy, hold on, please. Okay. We got bands, and my house is on a hill, so I've been running uphill. I've climbed this mountain a couple times, which I gotta say, from there it probably looks like what it would take 40 minutes to get up there. 25 easy. So not as much as a workout as I thought, but it is too hot to do it now.
All right, let's look at the last goal you scored. This was in February against the Tampa Bay Lightning, and this is really a spectacular goal. Impressive enough that when you look at it, it begs the question, why don't you score more?
Scotty, I ask myself that all the time, and I just, it's been 10 years of asking myself that, and I just don't have an answer for you. tough celly though. I wish I would have had a better celebration on that, because that's just not that's not what Ryan Reaves is about right there.
That was a beautiful goal.
That was a nice goal. You picked it off. You went in. You finished it against a very good team and a good goalie.
Thank you. Yeah, I should probably do that a little more often, right?
Never hurts.
That's the point. Here's a tweet from Michael Klink, and Louie, you take care of this because this is your field of expertise.
Yeah, Michael asked, what is the first thought that goes through your head when you drop the gloves? Do you worry about who the opponent is, their style? ? You know, for me, I guess I was always trying to get a good grip in the initial start of that fight. I wanted to make sure that I was set. What goes through your mind when you drop the gloves and you're facing an opponent?
Yeah, so I don't really worry about who I'm fighting. I know who, you know, teams only have one, maybe two guys now. I mean, I don't even know who would have two guys, but so I know who would be willing to fight. And I think my biggest thing is my grip, but also I want you to be uncomfortable in where you're gripping me. So if you try and grab me right here in my shoulder like that, I want you grabbing anywhere else. So I try and control that hand as much as possible. And so, like, in this fight that you're seeing right here, I haven't thrown a punch for, 10 seconds because I'm changing his grip. And you see how now I've switched his grip. He's uncomfortable in the way he's holding me. And now I start throwing. Yeah,
and with the fight against Scott Sabrin, where you grabbed the punch out of the air, where you actually blocked it too. Like, you're very aware of what's going on when you square off.
Yeah, I mean, so again, for a guy like that, he's a lefty, and he's only the second lefty I've ever fought. So I didn't really know a lot about him, but I did know that he tries throwing right away. And so when I saw him kind of, he was dancing around a lot. His feet were moving, his hands were moving, and I could see that he started clenching his fist right when he was about to come at me. So I knew he was going to throw. So I just wanted to block it. And when you block a punch, your whole balance is kind of thrown off. And so you see, when I blocked his punch, I'm still square to him, but he had to kind of turn away from me a bit. And that's when I could catch him twice. And right after that, you could see he let go of me with his grabbing arm. He kind of just tried to scramble back into position. And that's when you have the upper hand. So that's why you want to keep throwing.
Last scrap we saw you in there, Ryan, was with Evander Kane. So this tweet is from Vikingstad. And he asks, the GM calls you in to inform you that they just traded for Evander Kane. Over, under on you guys becoming best friends a la stepbrothers.
Oh, man. I would take the under on that. Listen, if we were teammates, I would have to squash the beef. It was just, you can't have that in the dressing room. But best friends is that's a stretch for sure.
So you're going to touch the drum set is what you're saying.
What's that?
You're going to touch the drum set is what you're saying.
Well, how did he touch the drum set?
He said stay away from my drums.
Exactly what he did to the drum set.
Come on, Ryan. You'll take anyone on your team who can help you win, and he could, so you'd welcome him. Bar Rescue is a popular show. It's the one in which that larger-than-life character, John Taffer, goes into failing bars and tells the owners how to save them while berating just about everybody in sight. So how did you and Nate Schmidt become secret tasters on an episode of Bar Rescue in March?
So we had I think it was what do you call it? Like not a raffle, but an auction. And
charity
so
auction.
Bidding through the Vegas Golden Knights, and people were bidding to go to lunch or drinks with me and Schmitty and John Taffer. I don't know exactly how that combination came about, but so they won that. And then while we were sitting at the bar, John just said, we were talking about my beer, and he said, hey, let me put your beer on my show and you can come on and be a secret taster and, do what all those people do on there. So we got in there, and I gotta say, like me, Scotty, I got confidence through the roof, and I can carry a room, and I'm usually the loudest guy in there. When John came into that room and started yelling at that owner, he crumbled me for like 20 seconds. His energy was so high that it brought me down for a couple seconds. It was crazy. Like he broke this guy. It was wild.
That's the essence of the show, because he goes crazy on people at least 4 or 5 times per episode. Yeah. And Louie had an interesting thought here.
I said, can you imagine him morning video session, breaking down video and being blatantly honest like he is on that show?
Man, you should bring him on to Hockey Night in Canada to see how he does.
Yeah. He goes after people.
He does. And he's not afraid to say what he wants to say. I think at the end of that there was like hot wing sauce on their TV. He threw so much stuff that there was just food and drink everywhere.
Okay, here's something interesting that we found on the internet. It goes back a couple of years, but it's you apparently doing your own goal horn or siren after a goal in practice in Pittsburgh. Let's watch and listen. Was that actually you?
That was actually me. Yeah, this was like drills for the backup goalie. I would try and break him every day, but he was pretty good with it.
Okay, so do it for us now.
Yeah. What? No, I got the phone. Hold on. I need like a throat. All right, we'll try one time. Okay. Ready? Yeah, it was actually me.
That's pretty good.
That's not bad.
The neighbors are going to wonder where the fire is.
Pull that out in the middle of the night at your house. What would happen?
Oh, yeah. Oh, there'd be cops at my door.
Michael Dulski sends this question via Twitter. Who's a better football player, you or Jordan, your brother?
Well, I mean, I got to say my brother now because he plays in the CFL. It'd be pretty disrespectful for me to say me. You know, when we were younger, me and my brother were really good at football. We dominated our league. He was really good at basketball. I was really good at football. He tried playing football. He tried playing basketball coming out of college, and he couldn't find work. And like you see in this picture, he is just an athlete, and he was able to jump into the CFL after not playing football since he was 14. So, hats off to him. He's an athlete.
Yeah, he was a 4-year starter with the Brandon Bobcats, basketball player, and I think he's just signed for another year with the Saskatchewan Roughriders.
Yeah, just re-signed there, yeah.
Good. Okay, here's one of my favorite pictures, Ryan. It's you and lifelong best friend, Darcy Oake, 1990. It is really so hard to believe the two of you have grown up and to be handsome young men from such homely beginnings.
What do you mean, Scotty? Look at that flow right there. You wish you had that hair on you right now. I know you do.
Well, that's another story. But anyway, as you well know, Darcy has established himself as a famous world-class illusionist, and a tweet from Johnny Boy, who asks, has Darcy ever taught you a card trick? If so, let's see it.
No, he hasn't. He absolutely refuses to teach me anything.
Oh, well, let's see if he teaches you one now. Here he is.
Come on, D-Oaks.
Yo! What's going on?
Not much.
Yo, so I've been listening to this whole interview, and do you own a beer company or something? You haven't mentioned it. Some sort of brewing company?
Here, I'll just leave that there while you do your trick. Perfect. Yo, trouble for me.
Okay.
Last time me and Reaves were on FaceTime together, it was 7 hours during quarantine, and
oh man, that was a happy day, not a happy hour.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, Darcy.
You can tell they're hard up for material when they tap me into the group chat.
Yeah,
not at all, because you're going to show us something.
Scotty's grabbing at straws when he's like, Darcy, get me into a trick.
Well, let's see one.
All right, yeah. Okay, Reeves, here I got something for you.
Hit me.
Okay, check it out. There's one card in this envelope, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna sit here. Here, I gotta angle this down so you can see. It's gonna sit there in frame for the rest of the time. Look, I have a deck of cards.
Perfect.
Right here, right?
Yeah.
They're all different. 52 cards. Look, I'll give them a shuffle. And a cut. And they'll sit right there. Reeves, name any number you want between 1 and 52.
Between 1 and 52. I'll
Yes,
say.
52 cards in a deck. So whatever number you name will count down.
Can it be a face card?
No, just name any number, like
7.
from 1 to 52. So we'll
7.
count down that many cards.
7.
7. Look, you sure you want to go 7?
Yeah, I feel like that's too obvious. I'll go 8.
You want to go 8?
Yeah.
So not 7, you're going with 8.
Yeah.
Okay, check it out. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 would have been the jack of clubs, and 8 the jack of hearts, right? So 8 is the jack of hearts. If you went 9, would have been the 3 of clubs, 10, whatever. You get the idea, right?
Gotcha.
So you said 8, the jack of hearts.
Yeah.
Look, this card's been sitting here the whole time. You could have picked any number. Check it out.
Wow.
Darcy Oake Illusion brought to you by 7-5 Brewing.
7-5 Brewing.
Hey, just that was great, Darcy. Just one more thing about the two of you and your relationship. You actually have done a commercial together. Here we go again with a shameless plug.
Illusionist Darcy Oake here with hockey pro Ryan Reaves. A lot of fans would like to see you disappear after Winnipeg's last playoff run. I can definitely help with that.
Shut up, Oakes. Only thing I want to see disappear is my mortgage. That's why I use Virtuity Mortgage. They worked their magic with the banks and got me the best rate.
What do you need the best rate for? You're highly overpaid.
Yeah, coming from the guy who gets paid for pulling doves out of...
Shut up, Reaves.
Get in there, Red. Come on.
So, Darcy, there's Ryan Reaves trying to make the point that that the doves come out of a certain part of your anatomy. That's incorrect, right?
Yeah, no, they do.
Yeah. He's got one in there right now. What do you mean? You know what the funny thing is? They had a script for us. And the only thing we had to add to that is, like, at some point, somebody's got to tell somebody to say, shut up. It's like, all right, yeah, okay. Shut up, Reeves.
Perfect. Hey, Darcy, thanks for joining us. Really appreciate it.
All right, good to see you all. See you guys later.
Okay. All right, finally, Ryan, one more piece of video that I think we have shown previously, might have been last season when I think Vegas was in Edmonton. That's right. But it's too good not to see again. So here it is.
That's fresh. Fresh. Ooh. You a bad man. You a bad man. You a bad man.
Does that require any explanation, Ryan?
No, you know what? You got to sell the game. And when you have a body like this, Scotty, that's how you sell the game. So that's what we do. They ask and I deliver.
No question about that. So that's where we'll leave it. Ryan, thanks ever so much for joining us. Apologize to Alana for us for sort of goading you into showing a house that she didn't think was prepared for that.
Well, no, you should be apologizing to me because now I got to deal with it.
Thanks, Ryan.
Anytime, guys.
Thank you all for watching on YouTube, Facebook, and sportsnet.ca. Join us every Sunday at 9 a.m. ET. Be safe. See you next time.